Now, what I want to do and share with you is some of the more practical approaches to being able to see what doors might be open to you that you're not looking at. This is something that I talk about a lot inside of my groups. Um, I tell women, well, let's go back to the very beginning, which is probably about 8 years ago. Somebody said to me, kind of snarkily, at a meetup event that I went to, like, "Okay, so if I wanted to get promoted, what do I do?" And I said, "Deliberately manage your career." And he was like, "Okay, whatever. That's so easy." And it's not, right? And if you're somebody who is trying to deliberately manage their career, you know that it's not easy. And, like, let's say you're laid off right now, that you're forced to deliberately manage your career. And let's say that you're not laid off, you're working at an organization, but you don't like your boss or you want to get out and you wish the times were better so that you could find an opportunity to leave your company. I'll tell you right now, you can. Not only can you, but if you intentionally, deliberately manage your career, it looks a little bit different than deliberately managing your career, in reaction to what's happening around you. So, in reaction to what's happening around you is, oh crap, I have to find a job. Like, I have to interview, I have to meet people, I have to go to these stupid networking events. I have to figure out that, oh my God, this algorithm. If I get another email from somebody saying they're trying to figure out this algorithm, like, I get several emails a day being like, what's happening? Why is everybody ghosting me? This is so terrible. I'll go all the way through the interview process, but I won't make it to the end. And so when you're deliberately managing your career that way, it's in reaction to the world and what's happening around you. Unfortunately, what happens is that still is based in that self-help, fix it. I have to fix myself. I have to fix my resume. I have to fix how I'm showing up in these interviews. I have to fix myself and fix everything and fix the economy and fix what the situations and fix my attitude and all that stuff. It's crap, 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 crap. The truth is that you are a corporate badass. I've said it before. You are amazing. You are capable of things that you can't even imagine right now. Fast forward 20 years, you're going to look back and be like, I can't even, I can't even say how I got here. And there are so many opportunities ahead of you that you don't even know what they are yet. And so if you can begin to embrace that you don't know, then you can start to deliberately manage your career in a much more holistic, larger, intentional way that actually opens doors for you. There are so many doors opening for you every single day. There are so many opportunities that you might be able to walk through, but you can't see them because you're in reaction mode, because you have your head down at your desk, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out the algorithm, trying to beat the system. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, even at this time of year, trying to beat the system, right? Instead of going with the system, which is that opportunities are available to us. This is why Halloween can be a very scary time, right? Because if we're trying to beat the system, then those doors are just going to shut harder in our face. But instead, if you're curious and you're looking for that light and you're trying to say, okay, what opportunities are available to me right now? What is it that I'm not seeing? What can I walk through? All right. So that's part one, is deliberately managing your career with a higher intention, with a knowing that you are capable, that you can do this in a way that you never even thought possible. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take that intention to say, all right, I am bigger than the algorithm. I'm bigger than all of this. I am capable. And I'm literally like touching my heart, opening my chest. All of this is incredibly important when you do this process. And I say, what is it? God, universe, whatever, I am ready. I am ready to see something that I haven't seen before. What is available to me during this time? Use the magnetic energy of this world, of what's happening for us right now, and say, what is available to me at this time in my life? Like at this moment in time when the veil is thin, what opportunity can I walk through? What am I not seeing? Then I want you to go to LinkedIn, the practical world, and you are going to look for something. All right. And you're going to do it from that space of openness to say, hey, what is available to me? And then you're going to go and you're going to say, I'm ready. And it's so funny because I have literally done this process. It unfortunately it lasts for I would say 30 seconds to 1 minute. Typically the first people, the first opportunities that you see are the ones that are the most ripe and ready to be walked through, are the opportunities that are ready to you can proceed with, because what happens after about a minute is that your brain starts to kick in, right? You start to come back to earth, you leave the universal sphere, and you're like, oh, should I reach out to that person? I don't know if that person was right. I don't know if I should do that opportunity. I don't know. I can't find anything. Nothing makes sense to me. Um, let me keep searching. Maybe I should search for these keywords. Maybe I should reach out to this person. How should I send that direct message? All of the things that happen inside of our logical brain start to kick in, and then we lose that magnetic energy. And this is a daily practice that you can do. It literally takes like 30 seconds to do. You can do it over and over again. You can just put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, get yourself grounded, say, I am ready. And you can probably feel the difference when you're really ready or pretending to be ready. And then you say, all right, what is available to me? Go on LinkedIn and look for it. It's there. It is there. I've been told before that I'm very good at finding parking spots. I always find parking, and I will tell you, I only always find parking when I believe I always find parking. And it helps when other people tell me that too. Wow, you're so amazing. You always find parking. And you know what? I look up and there's a parking spot. When I'm like, oh God, we're never going to find any parking, my husband has to remind me, Stacy, remember, you always find parking. And I'm like, I do. And then there's a parking spot. It happens every single time. This is truly the way the world works. This is truly the way the universe works. This is truly the way opportunities come to us. If you don't have a spiritual practice, if you're listening to me and you're like, okay, fine, just get started, just see a little bit how it feels and how this shifts your energy. Now, I want to talk about the third piece, which is, let's say that you do find that person that you want to reach out to or network with. That person popped up for you on LinkedIn, that opportunity, that organization, you want to connect with them. You might find yourself going back into your logical brain, which is totally fine, to send the direct message, to get the meeting on your calendar. Inside of my Women's Leadership Accelerator, I try and intervene a little bit here. I'll give you templates, words to say, how to respond, how to reach out to people, because our nervous self, the part of us that wants to hang really tight and deliberately manage our career, usually shuts doors. And so you want to make sure that you're saying and communicating things in a certain way that invites people in. And and so once you send that message and you get the meeting, you're going to start freaking out. This is totally normal. We don't have to fix you. You're amazing, all the things. Then what you're going to do is you're going to re-engage with that conversation from this place of curiosity. Literally say to yourself, how can I be curious in this conversation? How can I belong in this conversation? I am their peer. Even though I need something from them, like a job, I am their peer. I am here to connect with them. I am wanting to see what is possible in this particular situation. You're going to go into the conversation with that huge, enormous open heart and level of curiosity. Connect with yourself. Remember that you are whole, that you are complete, that you are worthy, that you belong in this conversation with this human being, and that you are ready and strong enough to ask, right? Whether it's for an introduction to a colleague, or it's for an opportunity, or it's just to ask them what's been on their mind, what has been keeping them up at night, what how can you support them? Like anything that they can do to open their Rolodex, how much you admire them. Being bold and confident enough to say those words comes out in those conversations. It doesn't need to take another year to find your next opportunity. It doesn't need to take 3 years to get promoted. It is available to you right now, today, and it can happen by just walking through the door that is already open.